Hello, StarCraft fans! This is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. This is a 4v4 Monobattle on Kimeran Refuge. In the bottom side of the map, we have Team Blue, represented by the Blue Protoss player Ram, the Blue Zerg player Dead Soldier, his teammate, the other Blue Protoss Ire, and the other Blue Zerg Nuawan. Holy smokes, these are difficult. Oh no, Ram left. Bad times for Ram. Alright, his resources, however, will still be split among his teammates. So I've seen this happen before, and the team that lost a player come back, so don't worry about it. And in Team North, we have the Red Zerg player Tasmanian with his teammate, the Red Terran player Truffle Base, and his teammate Zealous, the Terran, and the other Terran guy, Captain Chaos ARG. Alright, Ire is very upset about that, about this guy over here, Ram, leaving. But I don't have to say his name, so that's good. Ram. That is so hard to say. Alright, so I did turn on team colors at a suggestion of somebody from a previous Monobattle that I cast. And so, again, that's good, except for the fact that I'm not sure who the Blue Zerg players will be, and the Blue Protoss players and the Red Terrans, because there are a lot of each of those. So I'll try to get clicks and see names as they pop up, instead of just assuming it's a certain color, therefore it's a certain player. But either way, it's red versus blue here. It's going to be Captain America versus himself, kind of like Civil War, which is getting some good reviews, actually. Is it out yet? It might be out by the time I cast this, or by the time I post this, which is entirely possible. Okay, so let's play Guess What Each Player Got. Now, this is something I've been wrong about in previous casts. You don't choose what unit you get to do. That used to be the case in Monobattles, but they've changed it up to where it's a random hit. If you choose random and get a random race and a random unit, you can get one mulligan and try to go for a different unit. But if you choose the race, you get your units, and that's it. End of story. So it really does force you to make do with whatever the heck you get and try to find really interesting combinations and fun ways to play this game. So that's really fun indeed. It looks like Red Zerg is going for a Baneling nest, so there's going to be Banelings there. That's a quick and easy tell right here. Tasmanian, the only Red Zerg, is going Banelings, which should be pretty good against Zerg. Protoss maybe not as good here. Somebody is controlling Ram, though. As you can see, probes are still being made because it's very important that you continue to make probes so you can get that income and split it amongst yourselves. What else can we guess what is happening here? That's a lot. I'm going to guess Marauder here. Yep, there it is. Marauder. All of the barracks with Tech Labs was a dead giveaway there. And let's see what. So this is Chaos. This is Tryhard. Tryhard is going double. The heck is that? Double expand here. Is he just feeding? No, that's a factory. Okay, so taking up a little bit here. And same thing here. Starport on the way. And Banelings for this dude. Alright, so this Zerg player is getting a Hydralisk Den. It's going to be either Lurkers or Hydras here. Let's see if we get a Hydra Den or a Lurker Den upgrade here at 150 minerals. Is he waiting for that? Is he waiting for that upgrade? No. Hang on. Can I find this dude here? Nuan? There's Nuan. He's getting +1 missile attack. So that's great. We'll come back to him in just a little bit here. Ire is going... there's the Stargate. What comes out of the Stargate? Unless it's something that requires a fleet beacon, we should see it fairly soon here, but, no. You guys are disappointing me, man. Okay, so Roach here. Definitely going to be Roach unless it's Ravager. Roach is up, and there's the Ravager upgrade. Okay, so Ravagers out of Blue Zerg, a Dead Soldier. Ram, I think, is just going to be a feeder here. Just going to go ahead and get as much gas as possible, or, you know, just one assimilator, or one unit per assimilator here. I suppose that would be fine, too. Anyway, a little bit of scouting here from Nuan. Both teams are really expanding quite a bit here in the early game, which I suppose is fairly standard, unless there is just a really nice rush combo. You definitely can want to do this here. These Banelings, if they crash on this drone, that'll be the most effective drone I've ever seen in my entire life. Ready, set. Oh my gosh, you wasted a Baneling on a drone. Why would you do that? The Queen had it. These Lings had it. They had it under control. That's okay. That's okay. At least it was just one. It wasn't everybody. So tanks. Tanks for Zealous. Marauders for Captain Chaos. That's a lot of ground damage. Here we go. Roach's Ravagers, I don't know how they're going to do against Marauder tank that is now pushing down this left side. That seems like it could be a bit of a humongous problem here. Liberators from Truffle Base, setting up defender mode circles in addition to having a planetary fortress. That is some solid defense from Team North. And coming back here, Lurker Den, no, it's just straight Hydras. Is it straight Hydras? How many, do you have any Hydras, dude? Yes, okay, so it is Hydra. So Nuwan gets Hydra. It's going to be Ravager, Hydra, which I don't know how that's going to do at all against this Marauder tank play. Again, the Marauders just absolutely eating this up. The Ravagers are here. Again, they don't take extra damage from the Marauders because they're not armored. Pretty good dodge on that Corrosive Bile, but it's going to be straight Marauder versus straight Ravager. 2 Ravagers die immediately. The Ravagers trying to kill that tank, and they do get it. Oh, Zealots can't get the pickup, but more and more Marauders coming on down. The Ravagers holding their own. Banelings rolling on in. That's a lot of dead workers. Oh, boy. Now trying to kill the Ravagers, and yes, crashing right on in here. Because, oh, boy. So there are 2 Marauders left over. That was a pretty good Baneling combination hit there. The Marauders going after more and more workers here. Dead Soldier's in a lot of trouble. Dead Soldier, make things, make roaches. Roaches are fine. Wait, can the roaches not attack if you're going Ravager? I think that might be the case. That has been the case in the past. Corrosive Bile dropped and dodged by Captain Chaos. These dudes are doing well for themselves, though. 3 kills, 5 kills. That dude's a corporal, but he's going to die. He's being chased on creep by roaches and Ravagers. And, oh, they spared his life. They spared it. How nice of you, Dead Soldier, to spare the life of your enemy. I think Team Red is in a really, really good spot right now. Just an amazingly good spot. We'll see if that turns out for him in the end. Okay, we still have to figure out what our Protoss player here is doing. And it is going to be Carrier. So Ire gets Carriers. Hey, that's a counter to Marauder tank. Holy cow. Getting upgrades there, getting +1 air weapons and Graviton Catapult, decreasing the speed at which it takes to send them out into the ether there. Big old Baneling roll on in, and okay. Yeah, killed a lot of Hydras there, but man, got stabbed down a bunch too. I think Baneling would be fun to play with. I really do. Liberators setting up defender mode circles. This base under complete lockdown. The Ravagers going to throw down that Corrosive Bile. Okay, so Team South has some answers, man. Has some answers here with these Ravagers. Getting on out. No, dead. Dead with the Corrosive Bile. Tank drops being a thing from Zealots here too. You can make medevacs if you're Terran, even if you are only, for example, supposed to make tanks. And nope, not going to hit that in any way, shape, or form. Here come more Lings, more Banelings heading down this right side here. The Lings can't attack, as you'll notice. Carrier chasing it on home, and do they get it? No! The medevac lives with 2 hit points, and then it dies. It almost made it home, but then it stopped to actually smell the roses and got destroyed by a Carrier. And another one dies there, too. These Carriers really paying for themselves already. So a Carrier Ravager play. This is a deploy interceptors thing here that Carriers can do. Where is that? Release interceptors. Carrier launches all interceptors at the target point with a 43-second time life. Interceptors remain at the target area until they expire. Banelings just sitting on up. They do have speed here. Let's see here. 4.13 move speed. Yep, rolling right along. We've seen that already. A lot of static defense coming up from Nuwan too. Some cannons up here. Ire again with these Carriers. So a Carrier Hydra Ravager play. Oh man, killing the Protoss player's stuff just so you can take it. That seems fine. Again, this dude over here, Ram, left. So might as well take his stuff and have a better control over it. Banelings getting sniped down, and yeah, the Hydra takes out a few Banelings. Very cost effective before it gets shot in the face by these Liberators here. Oh, Liberators coming in, tanks coming in too. These Terran players looking good. Looking really good. So it's a Liberator, tank, Marauder. Just really great ground damage by these guys. The Liberators fairly good against Carriers as well, just for that splash damage. They don't do extra damage versus Carriers as they are not light. So don't expect that to happen. The Hydra is now trying to chase off this, trying to take down the medevac. Can they get it? Might have the range. No! They don't have the range. Manages to get out of there. Oh, but right in range of the Spork or the Spine Crawler. Kabloop. Kabloop. Don't lose this. Don't lose this. There we go. Picking it up. Zealous gets the heck on out of there. Let's take a look at the income tab. 53, 40, 41, 39, 31, 55, 59. So I would say pretty even at this point. Both teams have kind of their low worker count person on the team. But I'd say Team Red looking fairly good overall at this point. Again, trying to do stuff. Medevac is still alive. Spore Crawlers being laid down just to prevent this from happening again. And both teams just kind of hanging out. Oh, just kidding. Ire's looking for blood, man. Ire wants to take down these Terran guys. Doesn't care what it takes to get there. Going to take out this planetary fortress unless the Liberators absolutely murder everything here. They are taking out interceptors like crazy. Look at that. That's a lot of dead interceptor. That's what I didn't take into account here. Liberator versus interceptor. Great. Hydra is trying to snipe down those Liberators. No, Banelings, though. Oh, the Banelings. Goodbye, Hydra is absolutely taking every single one of them out, focusing down the Carriers. This is just a lot of Carrier. Again, I don't think pound for pound Liberators are very good against Carriers, but man, that's a lot of Liberators here. Going to absolutely walk right into the static defense. A big battle up here with a lot of roaches or just kidding, Ravagers rather. Ravagers against Marauders, and the Marauders are getting eaten alive. Tanks, though, being used. Corrosive Bile being thrown down preemptively to take down that tank. Well played indeed here by Dead Soldier. And yep, the Marauders end up dead there too. Pushing in with a lot of tanks, though. Here comes Zealous. A bunch of Ravagers looking okay. Kind of blew his Corrosive Bile wad there just a little bit, but enough to chase things away. Corrosive Bile landing, unfortunately missing the carriers coming in to save the day. As again, excellent against these tanks and these Marauders, as neither of those units can shoot up. Yep, so all those guys are going to die. The carriers are still alive as they were not pursued all the way into the Protoss base by this Liberator player, Truffle Base. Dead Soldier throwing the thanks. Thank you, carriers, for saving my bacon. I really do appreciate it. Expanding here at the gold base is Tasmania. No one has taken this one quite yet. Missile turrets being thrown down desperately, trying to get some anti-air against these carriers. Too late, though, getting cleaned on out. There's a sensor tower sitting in the middle of the map owned by Zealous. I like that play. And so many turrets under construction right now. Because that's really all that they can do. It's going to have to be Liberators to take these guys out, because nothing else that they have can shoot up. It's Banelings, it's Marauders, it's tanks. Really good against ground armies, but again, cannot shoot up to save their lives. Banelings trying to sneak on in for another attack here. I think it'd be fun to play Baneling. Just make huge groups of Banelings and just roll in and crash and kill whatever you can and call it good. I mean, especially against Hydras that are light. You wouldn't think Banelings are great against Hydras, but man, they are. ZVZs. If your opponent has Hydras, getting Banelings can be an excellent decision on your part. So this hatch is going to finish by Tasmania. Nobody on Team Blue is actually threatening that whatsoever. What's our carrier count looking at? Like 8 carriers, 18 Liberators in the air. I still think the Liberators might have that one, especially if their upgrades are good. Where are those Liberators at? Here they are. Liberators are here. +1 attack, which is fine. Throwing down Corrosive Bile. Bam, 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 bam. Not hitting anything there. The tanks trying to chase these guys away. Again, the tanks don't do extra damage against them because they are not armored. Same with the Marauders. Ravagers, really a nice play here by Team South. He is pinging the Liberators, saying they are here, so watch out for that. The Hydras, if they can get under the Liberators, will be very useful as they are coming with muscular augments with +2 attack there. They might be able... Ooh, that was nice. Good reaction time, though, by Truffle Base to get on out of there before bad things happen. A lot of Defender Mode circles are here, and don't walk into it. Here come the carriers. The carrier's saying, go ahead in Defender Mode circle. That means you can't actually do anything at all against my Interceptors. But again, here come the Liberators, just absolutely smoking those Interceptors out of the air. Corrosive Bile being landed and getting a couple hits off. Surprisingly, Defender Mode circles are being lifted there too. Marauder versus Hydra versus Ravager versus Carrier versus Liberator. So much is happening right now. Can the Hydras hold their own against the Marauders? It does not look like it at all. The Liberators just chasing down these carriers, getting that splash damage effect, trying to split the carriers to keep them alive. The Ravagers cleaning up everything on the ground here too. Corrosive Bile landing to try to get the tanks out of it. And the Liberators, did they clean up every single carrier there? Is that all of them? Nope, there are still 9. There are still 9. So where did they go? Okay, there are some there and some there. Okay, so they didn't. They killed a lot of Interceptors, though. If we could see number of Interceptors lost. We can't. We can't see that specific number, but man, it's a lot. Baneling count for Tasmanian is 39. You'd say that's not very much, but man, whenever they explode, you lose them, remember? It's hard to get a max army of Banelings. Hydras do snipe down a couple medevacs there, getting some tanks on the low ground, taking shots. It is a Hydra Ravager push against these tanks and the Marauders. The Hydras trying to snipe down medevacs as best they can, getting these tanks along with them. Might as well. Ravagers going toe-to-toe with the Marauders once again. Carriers coming in to lend additional support. So many Defender Mode circles being tossed on down here. Can the Carriers deal with this? And backing on out here again. I think the Liberators are going to have to be the saving grace for Team Red. Marauders attacking on into, just absolutely getting melted there. Yeah, I mean, they do pretty well for themselves, but woo, those missiles, are those the Lexington rockets? Yep, Lexington rockets from Liberators. 9 damage times 2. Again, that might have been nerfed a little bit in the meantime since I have cast this game between I posted it, as I'm usually about a week ahead. But yeah, right now, Liberator anti-air really good against pretty much everybody at this point. Liberators coming in, take out that Mothership core. Photon Overcharge trying to take it on out. That Liberator count is sitting there at 23. Well played indeed. Banelings crashing down on a hatchery. You don't see that a whole lot. You're usually going to see it on command centers or nexuses, but no. Uses it to take down a hatch. Planetary Fortress upgrade. Indeed it is. And Team Red is actually sneaking down here, taking these middle bases, while Ire And his friends on blue doing other stuff indeed. Tanks trying to land down to take out these cannons, doing it fairly well. Not doing any lasting damage, I don't think, to the blue Protoss, but taking out static defense is pretty good as well. Carrier going to take out this attempt at an expansion by Captain Chaos ARG. SCV's coming in to get the repair off. Can they get the repair off? Actually, I think they can. Oh, assuming the interceptors don't just kill them as well. Trying to drop here is Zealous, but that carrier count continuing to look very good. 14 carriers versus 28 Liberators here. Again, I just have to go with the Liberators. They're sniping down carriers so fast. So fast. Nuwan saying carriers are our only hope. We must protect them. Another tank drop attempt and going to lose something here. Landing in the range of cannons. Going to lose a cannon or lose a tank that way there. Baneling's coming on in here too, trying to see if there's a new base to kill. No, there is not. Forward spine crawlers or spore crawlers though. Oh, Captain Chaos has left the game. Captain Chaos left his planetary fortress and bailed. What is that? Oh boy, these tanks are gone. They might be able to take down this Nexus first. No. I don't know. Gonna be close actually. And another big attack over here. Some SCVs trying to do some stuff. Captain Chaos is gone. So both teams have lost a player. Captain Chaos here and that Ron guy down here. Here come the Ravagers too. Ravager player looking good, man. Dead Soldier really macroing well, using that corrosive bile to the best of his ability, just walking right into tank lines like he does not have a care in the world. Tanks are getting absolutely eviscerated right now. More corrosive bile being tossed on down, killing tanks. More tanks coming from the left side, but again, your extra damage versus armored is of no use here. They do have +3 attack though, which is actually fairly well, but that +3 on the Ravager, excellent as well. But they do manage to win it just barely. Hydra's coming in. Hydra's on the offensive for the first time in a while. And there go the Banelings. Yeah, sorry about that, Hydras. Not a good place to be. Is this guy still here? 7 kills. 7 kills, and the Hydras come right up to range using their melee attack animation to take down that siege tank. It is a melee attack animation, but it does as much damage as the ranged attack does. Hydras are +3/+1. Get those armor upgrades, man. You have to do it. It's the only upgrades that you have to get in this whole game. Liberator count once again setting up all the defender mode circles. Cannot get in there at all. Banelings trying to crash on, and the Hydras running for their lives. No! No, the Hydras all end up dead, but the carriers sneak it up along this left side while the Liberators are out of position to defend. Liberators, do you continue to attack or do you defend? I don't know. This hatchery is still alive. Somehow, some way, it was still alive. A lot of dead workers here too. Carriers trying to take those Banelings out. Not quite enough. Not enough to do it. Dead Soldier setting his base up here. That's our Ravager player. More tank pressure over here on this base. A lot of dead workers from everybody. 18. Somebody has 18 workers left. Who's that? Maybe it's Captain Chaos. It might be Captain Chaos, actually. If we take a look here. Yep, Captain Chaos. All right, so everybody's worker count is not too bad at this point, although I've seen a lot of dead workers here. Tasmanian going to try to oversaturate this Nexus, or this base to the best of his ability, as he really only has this base and this base that was dead. Yeah, Tasmanian having a big problem here. Here comes the Ravager carrier push. Taking out these missile turrets, taking out planetary fortresses. A big run of Zealous's SCVs trying to run for their lives, but the carriers are here to destroy them. The Ravagers might deal with them if the carriers do not, but no, these guys sneak on past. What is that? Dropping tanks in this base here too. Zealous taking out that fleet beacon. If he can stop the carrier production, he might actually be in a good spot here. Liberators using that splash damage on all of these carriers. Look at how many carriers lose hit points with every volley here. Wow! Insta-kill of several carriers. The corrosive biles are trying to save it, but no. No, the carriers are gone. Okay, there are still 5. But still, a lot of carriers are gone. Banelings just crashing in with wild abandon just to kill whatever they can. Trying to kill long-distance mining drones there. Tanks on the high ground trying to hold against these +3/+3 Ravagers and not quite able to do it here. These tanks still laying waste to Ire's production facilities, which means no more carriers for a while. Area attempting to replant that fleet beacon over here on the left side. These Ravagers destroying a lot of factories. Kurzweil being tossed on down to assist with the destruction of the buildings. Tanks still alive. Liberators, though, man, Truffle Base been the MVP of this game. Banelings have been super useful. Can't argue with that, but man, these Liberators. Look out, carriers. Look out. How are your upgrades? They have +3 now. 100 damage on that Concorde cannon. And 10 damage times 2, 20 damage times 2. versus everything in the air from those Liberators. Factory completely gone. Another factory going down here. It's going to come down to what everybody has. I think at this point, this map is actually getting mined out at this point. Again, that's still alive, but everything else looking low. Dead Soldier has workers over here that he's not using. I suppose he's busy microing up here. Every tank that pops out is trying to kill these Ravagers. None of them have been able to do it quite yet. Ravagers over here at this base. I'm not sure anybody's producing Marauders quite anymore. Liberator using their anti-air and anti-ground combined mode to destroy everything at this base, but they can't kill buildings, which is a problem for the Liberators. If you're going to win with Liberators, you can't kill buildings. So keep that in mind. Like, don't forget that. Ravager count looking very low for Dead Soldier. He's down to 2 up here. How many does he have down below? 17. He has 17 ready to go. Liberators, man, everywhere. Throwing down so much static defense, though. Every drone that is left is completely gone. Spore Crawlers desperately trying to morph on in here. Oh, floating command centers for Zealous being found by the carriers and getting burned out of the sky. Tasmanian taking a base down here of his opponent's Nuans. Wow, that is a nice alpha something move. Alpha dog move, man. Bailings once again trying to roll on in. And no upgrades on these guys. Surprising lack of upgrades on the Banes, but I guess it doesn't really matter. Here comes round 2 of the Ravagers versus the buildings up here in Terran land. And okay, this one tank from Zealous is going to take down all the static defense and allow the Liberators to actually get free reign. Liberator clump flying around here too. 44 Liberators. 44. 187 supply for our Liberator player here. Truffle base. Looking good, man. Looking good, Truffle base. That's a lot of Banelings too. 108. I think Red might have this thing, ladies and gents. Red just might have it. They're going to crash right into those Ravagers. I mean, all right, units tab right now. 45 Liberators, a tank, and 120 Banelings for Team North. 2 Hydralisks and 4 carriers and 17 Ravagers for Team South. That is it, my friends. Man, if Team Red loses this thing, I will be so shocked. Again, the Ravagers doing a great job slowing down the production of Zealots, keeping tanks out of the picture here. But otherwise, I just don't know what they can do against this many Liberators. The Defender mode circles are great. Yes, Corrosive Bile is good, but the upgrades are fantastic on these two. And when the Liberators outnumber your Ravagers about 3 to 1, it's not a good look. So here comes the Defender mode circle. Progressive push of death here. All the Ravagers trying to get out of it. Look at these guys go. Corrosive Bile is being tossed on down, but so many Defender mode circles. And the Ravagers do manage to escape. They get the heck on out of there, throwing down pylons, and I think these are going to be cannons for IR2 to try to take out buildings. That's an interesting play here. Are the Ravagers backed into a corner? I think they might be. They're trying to back themselves into somewhere where they're not going to die. Heading south here, and some of them do get destroyed. Desperately waddling. Every time they stop, though, more of their units end up getting killed. And the Banelings, holy crap, Tasmanian. 138 Banelings? These Ravagers, if they don't get killed by these Liberators, they're going to get Baneling right in the face. Corrosive Bile is being tossed on down once again everywhere. Actually killing a couple Liberators there, but man, I think Team North might have this thing. Yes, the cannons are causing problems, but these Liberators, I just don't know what can kill them. Carrier production is continuing from Ire, so that is good. But yeah, the Banelings clean up all those Ravagers. There is no more threat from them whatsoever. This Queen from Noan says, hey, what are you building a hatchery here for 1 mineral patch? Get out of here. Get out of here. I like this play from Ire. He's just putting up pylons everywhere and cannons everywhere because the Liberators can't do anything about them. And if the Banelings do, they actually lose Banelings, which is just kind of a zero-sum game right now. If you lose Banelings, you can't necessarily remake them because I don't know how much money Tasmanian actually has. The answer is not much. About 200 minerals and 200 gas off of 43 harvesters. Cannons going to town. Ire throwing out the late game cannon rush, boys. Lol, says Dead Soldier. And yeah, the cannon's doing fairly well. Yes, Banelings can take them out. But man, you lose Banelings on cannons and pylons, it's not necessarily the play there. Dead Soldier says, get in there and get Truffle. Get Truffle. I forget who Truffle is. Oh, Truffle base. Okay, yeah. So Ravager counts again for Dead Soldier, continuing to increase. He keeps losing them, but he keeps making them. 24 now. On that count, cannons going to town. Yes, defender modes are here, but nope. The Banelings trying to clean these out, but once again, the Baneling count is decreasing. 101 down below triple digits now. They're going to chase down that probe and get it. They get the probe, but several banelings died to actually get it here. A lot of banelings dying. Just a cannon fire alone trying to take down the pylons. Yes, good play. Depowering those cannons. The Ravagers trying to kill. They do get a command center there. Captain Chaos has not been rebuilt, but he left a while ago, so I'm not sure how much he actually cares here. Liberators flying around, hunting around, trying to find where those carriers are. And honestly, where are they? Ah, they're all building here, trying to be safe. Up on the left side. Cannons killing most of the buildings within their reach over here, which is great. A couple ones here. That's it. A GG from Ire. Oh, Ire's left the game, but Ire, you had your carriers. You had them. The Ravagers continuing. Dead Soldier is going to try to win this game. He's going to try to kill every building on his own, on his lonesome. The Baneling's going to come in and try to kill those guys too. Liberators throwing down Defender mode circles. How? Did Dead Soldier just lose all of his workers? Is that what happened there? No, he still has 60. He's okay. He is A-okay. This income still going to Dead Soldier, mind you. This base is in a lot of trouble, though. That is just... Wow, that was a massacre. What does Dead Soldier have now? 15? Yeah, he's down to 15. And making more roaches after everybody is gone. Tasmanian has workers just hanging out. Another group of drones running around, too. Dead Soldier, the drone's going to attack. Can the drones take down these fully upgraded Ravagers? They might be able to do it here. They got one under complete surround, and they do! The drones get the Ravager. Interesting play. The drones trying to fight for their lives. Get this one that's weak, drones. Get the one that's weak. Nope. No, instead they all died. Anyway, Liberator count. A lot of these guys are weakened and damaged, but there are still 38. 38 Liberators. 2 Hydras remaining by Nuan. Did Nuan leave the game? I think maybe Nuan left the game. See, these Lings can't attack. Haha. That's funny. Defender mode circles up here. The Liberators, again, dodge. Dead Soldier has a lot of practice doing this. Absolutely dodging like a pro, but a lot of Liberators coming in. Once again, just running. Just run. The ones that stay behind to throw down Corrosive Biles getting murdered right in the face. Right in the face. Blah. It does take 2 shots. Keep that in mind. But man, not killing any Liberators for their trouble. 27 minutes into this game. How is Ravager player still alive here? Dead Soldier, what are you doing? Cannon for Ire still doing stuff, which is nice. Again, these cannons set up to prevent anything from happening here with Zealous. And they're standing in to try to fight. Can the Ravagers get this thing done? No, they're not going to stand on in, but they are kind of, sort of, straddling the line between full retreat and full attack. Oh, the tanks. Zealous. Zealous getting that tank count up, man. He has 4. He has 4. He's not out of it yet. He's going to assist his teammate with the win. Ravagers killing more and more stuff. Creep spread looking fantastic. Taking out a command center too, though. How is our income looking for these guys? No one really has much income. Captain Chaos has some money coming in. Or is that just actually... No, is that our real-time... No, that's just total money. Why is that not showing my real-time income? Maybe nobody has any. Let's take a look. No income there. Barely some income here for Dead Soldier. Long distance mining for Nuan. Nuan is still here, so that's good. Getting gas and getting minerals. This base still has some sparse stuff left over. Cannons are, unfortunately out of range of everything. Ire's work is done at this point. Ravagers mixing on in, trying to kill these here tanks and taking out structures. Just basically base racing right now, since nobody really wants to stand in and fight to this point. Corrosive Biles landing, not hitting much of anything in that particular situation. And yeah, just stutter step microing his way to an attempted victory here is Dead Soldier. Taking the slings and arrows of the siege tanks. Throwing down Corrosive Biles and defensive measures. Tasmanian has some drones here. They could probably take over this base if they wanted. Although technically there are a couple Hydras in the vicinity, which might be enough to discourage them. Hydra's going to finish off the bases, the base of Zealous and Captain Chaos, I think is the intent here. Zealous does have a command center, but not much left over at this point. Structures remaining. Yeah, these Terran players, not much. Truffle base has a lot of stuff. And actually, Ire has a lot of stuff left over too here. 27 pylons you got to chase down. That's going to take a while. Ravagers, no, dodged. Once again, drones running around. Where the heck are my Liberators at? Liberators, where you at, son? There's 21 of them. Here they are, flying around. Trying to set up defense here against Tasmanian's extreme long distance mining. No, going after buildings. We are officially base racing here. All right, so inside of Truffle Base's base, the tanks desperately trying to do stuff. Corrosive Bile getting a couple hits off there, which is nice. Some mules being thrown down. Maybe mess with the pathing, and a Ravager does end up getting killed there too. Does Dead Soldier have any income? I guess he has this, which is great. He has this, which is great too. Can he hold on here with the Ravager play? Factory dying. Command center taking severe damage with that +3 attack on these guys, doing 22 DP air damage here with a range of 6. Weapon speed 1.14. Tanks trying to smash down as many pylons as possible. Drones for Tasmanian, really the only thing that can attack buildings right now. Tanks and drones, as the Liberators cannot assist with this insane base race. Ravagers find yet another command center. They're going to try to go ahead and take on down. The tanks are playing this amazing game of cat and mouse right now, and it's actually hilarious. Corrosive Piles landing, not hitting much of anything there either. It's a planetary fortress. Zealous has not been rebuilt. Zealous is being revealed. All right, so that's a big moment there. Hydra is chasing down these drones. Are they faster? Yes, they are. Yes, they are. With the muscular augments here, they have a move speed of 3.94. Drones, 3.94. So actually the same speed, surprisingly, as drones. Huh. Hydras, man, maybe not that good. Coming back to the relative safety of all of these spore crawlers, the Hydras, are they just base racing here too? These flying tanks for Zealous have been alive where it feels like 10 minutes now and just have been refusing to die. Dodging Corrosive Biles, dodging hits from Ravagers, trying to repair with mules. Some workers here for Dead Soldier being killed too. This base, I think, was discovered. This base is still alive. I think the tanks could be of use to try to smash this thing down because this is more income that is coming in for Dead Soldier now. Whoa, drone on drone action. Dead Soldier versus Tasmanian. Oh, the Ravagers cheated. The Ravagers cheated. Where did the carriers end up going? I'm going to have to assume Dead Soldier tried to use them and lost them all. As there are none left in that units tab. Hydras DPSing their brains off. Getting rid of, I guess, what do you prioritize here? Missile turrets? That seems fine. Another big attack here of Liberators and Ravagers, and Corrosive Bile taking out one Liberator. I just don't think it's enough. I don't think this Ravager count is enough to actually pull this thing off. Spore Crawlers being thrown down, taking out Overlords, which don't really matter at this point in the game. Tasmanian is nowhere near supply blocked. Has 1 supply and 98 available. Hydra's 3 kills, 7 kills each, trying to take down this starport. Ah, that's a pretty good priority. This one should probably be attacking this guy as well. Liberator sets up, locks down this base. Liberator sets up, tries to lock down this base, but there's a Hydra here too, just trying to sneak in and get as many kills as possible before they get noticed. Tanks smashing down stuff over on this area too. Ravagers running around. Ravager count is a very sad, what, 2? Nope, that's roaches. Ravagers, 12. There are 12. Somehow, some way, there are 12 Ravagers, and there they are. Hydras coming around to try to kill more and more stuff. Did they get that starport? They got the starport. That barracks is going to burn down. Here come Ravagers. Can they get this? Anything they can kill is going to be a huge deal. Corrosive Bile is being tossed down, forcing the Liberators away, killing one of them. These starports continuing to make Liberators take those down. It doesn't really matter. Getting the orbital command a good choice there too. Now going after the starport, taking shots from that tank, and they don't really care. Corrosive Bile is being used on that second starport. What is left here for Truffle Base? Does Truffle Base have any more starports at all here? Truffle Base, where are you, Truffle Base? Truffle Base has a starport right up here. Okay, so he's not out of starports, which is good. Zealous flying barracks around here too. Corrosive Bile is being landed, and no! Can't quite get it. Factory exploded there too. Ravagers, man. Being cost-effective to this point, but Zealous with his tanks. They might actually win the cost-effective medal for this particular game. That should be something, right? They could track that in StarCraft 2. Show you which units made the most kills and for the longest time, right? Like if a Ling got 18 kills, they'd be like, hey, this thing was super cost-effective. It won the medal. Or if these tanks, for example, feel like they have... How many kills do you have? 23? How about these guys? Land so I can see them. Come on, Zealous. Oh, he's going to try to get rid of these Hydras. Okay, when you land, I will see what your kill count is, and I will be impressed. That is the plan here. Hydra's in a lot of trouble. I know, Nuon, you're trying to do what you can. 32 and 12 kills on these guys. Man. Hydra? Ooh, Hydra almost taking down that thing. Throwing up a defending line, a defending wall. of defender mode circles. These two Hydras, 2 kills and 1 kill each, just going after whatever. The Ravagers coming to try to help them too. Hydras making sure nothing comes up here. Income has got to be super low right now. Yeah, some people have some money in the bank, but Harvester count 0040 for Team North. 11-6, 15-15 for Team South. So if anything, Team South might be in a better position here, throwing down a hatchery in this location for reasons I don't quite understand. A lot of supply depots going down. Captain Chaos is gone, though. Captain Chaos has nothing left. There it is. He's gone. He's done. Get him out of there. Spore Crawlers taking out an Overlord, trying to fly around with 8 and 11 hit point medevacs, respectively. Hydra is trying to snipe those suckers down. They do get a Liberator. Every Liberator kill that they get counts. Man, the micro for Nuwan right now. APM for these guys over. Somebody's playing fast. Zealous is playing really fast right now, as is Truffle Base. Nuwan is not necessarily, but that's okay. Only has a couple units to micro anyway. Ravagers for Dead Soldier. Have you stopped? No. No, they are continuing. They're continuing their march across everything. These guys in the back are not attacking because these guys in the front don't know what's happening with them. But where are my Liberators? Here they are. Truffle Base. Why? Why are you either defend a base or go and attack, man? You can't just set up right here. Here it is. Liberator's trying to do this thing. 35 Commander Tank. Gets a shot off and backs on out. Backs on out. Corrosive Biles being landed and catching. No! No, weakening this Liberator, but not actually killing it there. Run. Run for your lives. You really want to kill this tank. Desperately wants to kill this tank, but it's so easy to dodge. It is so easy to dodge. Getting picks up at the last second. Saves the tank at the last second, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, I think maybe we need to set up a perimeter. But it's so hard, because again, once you're in the air like this, you just get Corrosive Biled in the face. Bam, 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 bam. Killing a couple there. Bam, 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 bam. Truffle Base, have you given up? No! Liberator count getting whittled down here. One by one. Dead Soldier might just be the best Ravager player I have ever seen. Okay, he's the only Ravager player I've ever seen in a mono battle, but still. Wow, playing super well. So many Liberators just absolutely getting killed for nothing right here. 9 remaining. Only 9, but they're basically trapped. The thing is, if you try to trap the Ravagers, then you're sitting in one place, which means Corrosive Bile is effective. It's kind of a catch-22. More Liberators getting sniped down. These Hydras, man. Oh, no, I was going to say the Hydra is doing well. One of the buddies has lost 1 remaining Hydralisk. Trying to snipe down an Overlord, I guess. Maybe. More Corrosive Biles landing. This tank with 38 kills does take out the remaining Hydra. Is that it? No, there are still 4 on the ground here for Nuals. These names are difficult, man. All right, taking more and more buildings. Basically, Dead Soldier is saying, if you're not going to engage me directly, I will just go ahead and take your buildings out. We're going to base race this thing till the end of time. If you want to come try to beat me, go ahead. There are some Queens all the way up here for Dead Soldier, too. They're going after the Planetary Fortress. The Queens are tanking here. No, now trying to focus down. Nope, another tank, and it's going to die. Yes. They do lose the Planetary Fortress there. This tank from Zealous with 40 kills now, sniping away from distance. Just happily trying to kill everything. That medevac tank combination has been so good throughout this game. Hydra run. Does take out a Spore Crawler that was going to die anyway because there was no creep nourishing it. This thing is left there too. Alright, so Truffle Base has this stuff left. It's not much. It's like 6 missile turrets and a couple buildings. Oh, defender modes! Look out, Queens! Okay, they need vision on that high ground. Do they have any Overlords they can bring over? I don't know. Ravagers taking out a missile turret, assuming their ability. Look at all these hatches for Dead Soldier. Just making Queens right now. Has a lot of minerals in the bank, actually. A surprising number of minerals. Just going queen. Which, I mean, not bad. They have a native anti-air attack, but getting exploded there by the tank. Alright, so Truffle Base. Team Red is no longer Team North. They're kind of more Team Northeast right now. Flying tank, Zealous, man. Zealous is not going to give up. Never surrender, says Zealous. Nuwan says, mine. Mine, he says. This Nuwan making? Nope, Dead Soldier is making these. Queens need to snipe down those medevacs. Can they reach them? Almost. Oh my gosh, almost. 3 hit points left on that medevac. As soon as it's dead or its compatriot, this tank is in a lot of trouble. Liberator count, 5. It's down to 5 from, what was it, 44? Earlier in the game, it was a lot, and they're all gone now. Truffle Base Truffle base, I don't know, man. Queen count looking fantastic for Dead Soldier. Just a quick snipe on the medevacs. Everybody's dead. 1 dead. And 2 dead. Oh, no. Oh, no. Our cost-efficient tank destroyed. Falls down into the abyss below. 40-plus kills on that tank. Zealous. What does Zealous have remaining here? Zealous, what do you have, man? That's it. Just medevac. Wait, no. He has a siege tank. Where is it? It's over here. Zealous, get into the battle here. Corrosive Bile taking one more Liberator out. Just stabbing away with the Queens. Liberator dies. Liberator dies. Is this the last one? Is this all that Truffle Base has? That's it. That's it. Zealous leaves the game. Truffle Base with the GG. Leaves the game too. And who's still around? Nuan with the GG. Dead Soldier with the GG. And that's it. Tasmanian has left the game. Okay, so that's it. Team South. Team South wins it today with an amazing comeback. I thought for sure those Liberators had it. Dead Soldier really wants to kill every building, and I think we'll go ahead and leave it to him. But, wow, what an absolutely insane Monobattle game there. Came down to the last second there in the end. What was left? 3 Hydras, 7 Ravagers, and 19 Queens. That's it. That was pretty much all that was left in that game for Team South. They pulled it off anyway. The Liberators, I think maybe our Liberator player just got tired of all that micro acquired of the Liberators and was not able to kill buildings, got discouraged, tried to make something happen, and just that was the end of it. Drones are attacking too. And that's it. Okay, so that's all for me. This has been Falcon Paladin with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. Go ahead and hit that like button, hit the subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter and Facebook, both at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.